Awesome. Thanks, boys, for your input this morning. Yeah, wake up call. Man, I'm excited. I got a wake up call. You know, um, this week. Personally. But you know what? Uh, through this wake up call, it changed my perspective on a lot of things. Now, I will say it was to do with my family and uh it's thank goodness right now it's everything's going well. But on Wednesday night when I got the call, I had doctors saying to me that look, Leo, you need to, you need to come and say your last goodbyes type thing, and it's funny, some of these wake up calls that people get, and it's amazing how it can bring a family together, because I was talking to nieces and nephews and uncles and aunties that I hadn't spoken to for years, and why? Because of this wake up call that happened. It was like within the hour there was like all the whānau on the in the Zoom room, all trying to find out what was happening and stuff like that. And that they kind of showed me that sometimes when we get a wake up call, it can also draw your family together, you know. Um, and it's unfortunate that sometimes it takes something that's like that for family to like all of a sudden come out of the woodwork, because I know that a lot of people get busy doing life, doing this, doing that, but it's amazing how crisis or things like that can bring a family together. So what that really showed me the last few days is that sometimes when we have our wake up call, that wake up call can be a direction changer for you, because sometimes as Stephen would be saying, is sometimes we need to kind of be shaken out of our little comfort zones now and again, because we all tend to just jump in and out, jump in and out, jump in and out, But thank goodness for these like little wake up calls that people have, or we have every day or every week or whatever it is, because they're like a reminder, because for me, I always tend to sometimes, let life get back in the way and get busy, but um, I'm thankful for these wake up calls because it kind of just gets me back onto the straight and narrow, as you would say, So yeah, for me, within this wake up call, it wasn't only something that redirected me back onto the straight and narrow and back into focus again, but it was also a blessing, you know, to they come through this wake up call. So I don't know about you guys or your situations, but do you have that moment where you're going and you have your little wake up call, and then all of a sudden, you think to yourself, "Oh, whoa, this is tough," but then through that, you know, uh, you get a blessing through that, when you come out the other side, or however it may be. So I really think it's really important um, that we look for these little things that kind of nudge you and say, hey, you know, you should be doing this, or hey, maybe you should be doing that, because sometimes I find myself going, yeah, 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 but I'll kind of forget about it, and I go, oh, yeah, 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 but then I'll leave it on the side there. But then it takes something like a bigger wake up call that comes along, and then all of a sudden you remember all these little things that were nudging you right up to the moment you're at now. So wake up calls. That's that was a blessing that talk, Stephen, that you come up with, because it definitely it tied in with the last few days that I went through. and it tells me that just because you go through tough times, or just because you go through challenges, or whatever it may be, um, there's always a blessing in there somewhere. There's always a something there to teach you, or to help you move forward. And that's what I found through the last few days that I had. So, man, I'm excited about you know wake up calls, and I'm excited about being shunted here and there, and I'm excited about challenges, because all of those things and above are the tools that keep us on the straight and narrow. Those are the things that are, and we have to have them, no doubt. We got to have them every day, every week, whatever. It's a part of us moving forward, and it's a part of us learning, and it's a part of us being able to share to other people our little things that we go through. And that's why I'm excited about having Monday mornings as with the Monday morning crew, because I get to share these experiences with you guys, and hoping that you guys can grab whatever you want from it, and take it with you, and let it be your little wake up call. So yeah, man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this week. I give God thanks because of the blessing that, and the power that He showed me over the weekend, that He is always there, and He's always been there, and He proved that to me over the weekend. So man, wake up call, yes. Blessing, most definitely. um and carry on. I mean, bring on the wake up calls, because that's the only way we're going to learn how to grow. Thanks, Stephen.